Hi, my name is Sky Tao, and I am the creator and publisher of Sky Magazine, and Sky stands for Support, Knowledge, or Knowledgeable Youth. It's also my initials, Stephanie Ing, and that's how I actually came up with the whole idea, or the concept for the magazine. And the magazine is for teenagers in Hong Kong, and it's basically inviting students to contribute, send in content, and to me to publish. So this whole little video that I'm putting together, I'm being interviewed by Stephanie Valenzuela, and she's 17, and she actually did a audition yesterday with Project Lotus, so good luck to her. And that's the voice that you'll be hearing, so it doesn't seem like I'm talking to myself.
Tell me, when did you make Sky Magazine?
Actually, or like put it together?
Yeah, when did you decide?
Okay, I came up with the idea April 2008, and I did a lot of planning. I did a lot of research for it. And then I kept quiet about it for a long time.
So was it hard at the beginning?
It still is. Yeah, well, at the beginning, you obviously come up with this great idea, right? And then some people, I mean, they have the money, they go out and they go ahead and do it, sure. But you've got to understand this magazine, it's very, very, very courageous. I mean, it's ambitious, if anything. Because I'm going into schools, and I'm asking students to contribute. And
well, how long have you had? It's been a year already, right?
Yeah, September will be the 1 year anniversary. And the whole point was last year, I had actually stated that it was going to come out on the 14th of September, and that day was actually, there's a reason for it. It's for one of my good friends. She went to Australian International School, and she turned 18 that day, so it was sort of
so you're doing the anniversary on her birthday?
Yeah, it was basically like my birthday present to her last year, and then now it's like just remembering it.
Oh, that's very nice.
Well, she made me actually open up my eyes to a lot. She reminds me a lot of, yeah.
That's good. So,
so you tell me. I mean, okay, you've got the magazine. How do you feel? I mean, tell me. Obviously, this magazine is directed to your age group. So,
well, some people have said that when you read a magazine, there's so much color, there's so much things on it. Like, every page is like different topic, and
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean,
and they were like, okay, so it's pretty hard because you look at the page and you don't know where to focus, and then.
Same thing. Let me ask you this: when you read a magazine, do you start from the cover and from start to finish, or do you just pick it up and just go from there?
Well, usually teenagers, like the magazine, example, 17. Yeah. You look for like pictures and
And the whole thing's riddled with pictures. Also remember that.
And big words,
Yeah. The magazine is going straight into school, so it's something to entertain the students during school time. I mean, you're looking at black and white books. So actually, the size of the magazine, the reason why it's that size is I kind of wanted to fit in between textbooks, so you can read it during class. You need to do that.
Don't do that. How did you come up with the idea of making a magazine?
I first came up with the idea on April 17, 2008. I couldn't sleep, and I was thinking back on I was going from job to job, and things weren't working out, and it's just, I kept battling with different types of, job. Anyways, I looked back on my own life, and what was the one constant thing in my life, was the one thing that remained constant, which is writing, and what are the things that I wanted to address, and it was really that I wanted to do right by all the things I did wrong as a kid, and here in Hong Kong, obviously. So.
By reading your magazine, it actually is quite interesting, right? There's activities and like going online, you know.
I'm trying to make it a little bit more. Well, okay, you guys see that there's just one girl working on this, yeah, and it's the whole idea again was for students to contribute and send me in content, and then obviously I just publish it. But I mean, this takes time. This, you know, I'm not saying that, but of course it's already happened from issue 1 to I think I had content in from issue 1, and then I think I had for not issue 3, but issue 2. I mean, it is happening. It's just not on a larger scale as I had envisioned it.
Okay, but it takes time, you know.
Of course, it's what I understand. What I'm trying to do is to make it available, whether or not, you know, it's automatically received. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is the younger generation. It should be made available to them with no questions asked, you know. And it's been tough because to this day I've had, you know, I'm battling with sponsorships and I'm battling with companies for advertisement because either, you know, one, they're not returning their phone calls, or, you know, two, they don't understand what's in it for them. But you know, for me, I'm handing their whole future on a plate, and so, you know.
And a lot of people are wondering, are you doing it for fame, or?
I mean, you don't see my picture in the magazine. I mean, I
noticed that.
Yeah, I don't, because it's not about that. Okay, Sky. It stands for support knowledgeable youth, but for me personally, it stands for, you know, my full name, which is Stephanie Kit Yang. That's how I came up with the concept. Yeah, it's how I came up with the concept, and then it's also reflective of me. And when people say, oh well, if we're going to sponsor your magazine, it's really sponsoring you. Well, yeah, you sort of are, because I'm sort of like an adult version of what's happening. Like. Because I had a drug problem here in Hong Kong when I was 15, and I understand. And this idea is really, everything I'm doing now for this magazine and what I'd like to do after it is everything I wish was there for me. Now, I could just say, oh well, you know, I wish that was there, and then just walk off and not do it.
Well, that's really good, and you understand that.
Yeah, of course.
And which is good, because nowadays adults they don't not care, but they're not supportive.
Because they don't, what I get the feeling is that they've completely forgotten what it's like, because, I don't know, there's this huge gap between, you know, the teenagers and the adults, and it's almost as if when they talk to you, you know, they look down, you know,
and usually they're scared to approach.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good that you're here, that they can talk to you in that school, and
it's not even a language, it's just yourself, you know.
They can open up themselves as well.
Well, you're supposed to be yourself anyways. You know, how are you supposed to be anything if you can't even be yourself around anyone else?
Okay.
It's Skyism, by the way.
Skyism? Okay, so how's your magazine doing at the moment?
At the moment, unfortunately, it's on a standstill because I am unable to get funding. But this is, I mean, there's so many factors to this. I mean, one, probably because the price is too high, which of course I am ambitious. I wanted more money to start doing, you know, hiring people.
Yeah, but I've heard that you use your own money for this.
For now, yeah. I've been working several jobs and then don't get me wrong, I had one or two people along the way that's constantly been donating. But again, you know, for me, my heart breaks each and every time I receive their check, because it shouldn't be up to them donating. It should be up to everyone around me
to help.
Absolutely. It's just that I've taken it upon myself to be the one doing all of the work. And, you know, all I'm saying is help me, because I can't do this, plus, you know, support everyone else's, or, you know, my friends, you know, ventures, and then pay for rent and fencing and get it.
It's not too hard for you, but...
Definitely, but I haven't given up and I won't, so...
That's good.
Well,
not many people would... Well, actually, companies have rejected, you know...
They haven't rejected.
Nothing about it, you just haven't, like... had their attention wasn't on you. Didn't they have the phone call back, right?
Well, I think the problem is that really is on a larger scale, that perhaps this financial crisis, is because, you know, most employees go into their company for a salary, a monthly salary, and they no longer think about, you know, making money for the brand.
or it's at the company's image, which is, it's a little, I guess in a way, it's a corporate way of what I'm doing. It's like no one, when you have, how do I explain this? What I'm doing is everyone needs to take care of the younger generation because it comes back. It's like full circle. With a company as well, when you're an employee, you've got to make sure the whole company, because it comes back, right? Full circle. You get it?
And now, the century now, the time now, kids have been...
They're neglected, and then the company's image or brand has been, it's all, and here I am putting the two together on a plate and thinking, well, one girl has thought of this, so when you look at issue 4 and 5 and you see that hand with the Hong Kong one, and it's like, I was really waking people up with that picture. It's a Back to the Future, as in like, hey, the future is you guys, and I've been really trying to remind people of that, and the city, so yeah, as,